Good evening, everybody. My name is Sally Field, and it's my pleasure to say welcome to the Graham Norton Show.
Thank you. No, thank you. Oh, good evening. You're all very welcome. We've got a great show for you tonight, a fabulous sofa. But before we start, can I just say huge congratulations to Harry and Meghan. They're having a baby. Don't worry, that's not the baby. They're just touring Australia. Now, actually, the Australian tour are going really, really well. Here's Harry having a go with a boomerang. Woo! Tell you, that's a lesson for other royals right there. No matter how many times you chuck something, it always comes back. Happy to see her. We didn't think we would. Plans for the baby well advanced. There's already talk of Meghan's family coming over for the christening. Let's get some guests on. To screen legend, the great Sir Michael Caine will be here. And we'll have a musical performance from French pop sensation Christine and the Queens. Yeah. But first, he's the Emmy-winning star of Mr. Robot, who's about to hit the big screen playing the legendary Queen frontman Freddie Mercury. Please welcome Ramy Malek. Hello. Hi. How are you? Lovely to see you. How are you? I'm really well. Hi. Ramy Malek. There's Hollywood heartthrob as shown in Star Trek, Into the Woods, and the smash hit Wonder Woman. Now he's playing Robert the Bruce in Outlaw King. It's a warm welcome back to Chris Pine. The winner went from TV's Flying Nun to iconic screen roles in Steel Magnolias, Forrest Gump, Mrs. Doubtfire. She's here tonight with her powerful memoir, In Pieces. Please welcome, for the very first time, the great Sally Field! Woo! Bonding, kissing, lovely. Oh,
trying to be gentlemen, you know.
Sit down.
You first.
Yeah. So it's a first. Well, Chris has been here for first time. Welcome to Ramy. Hello. Hi.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
And Sally, you've never been here before.
I can't remember.
No, you. Well, do you know, I'm the same as you. I often don't know, but I know for a fact you haven't been here before.
Okay, good. Then thank you for that.
Okay. Well, I wonder if you remember the answer to this question. You've worked with someone on the couch.
So my first...
Were you 12 at the
Well, no,
time?
my first... I don't know if it was my first... I think it was my first TV show was ER, and I had one line.
Yeah?
And I played drunk Valentine boy. And you were playing Maura Tierney's mother, is that right?
I was.
And I was on a gurney getting an IV.
That was you! Oh, yeah. I knew you were talented.
Lie. And also, actually, we figured out this out backstage, that one of my best friends growing up lives, or his family still lives in the house that Sally lived in Encino, California, off of Haven or...
Well, that is really creepy.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah. That's serious.
I can only apologise. And the trouble, it's going to get worse, because there's another super fan down the end there.
Yes.
Yes.
Very much so. Too much? I grew up watching Gidget.
Oh.
I loved you in Gidget.
Oh, there you are in Gidget.
Thank you. You don't seem old enough.
Well, it was on as a rerun.
It was.
But I don't remember exactly what the show was about, but boy, I loved looking at you on the beach. It was everything for me.
Well, thank you. Yeah. It was filmed in 1964, 1965, and I doubt that you were even a concept in anyone's mind.
No, I hope not. No.
but so many great roles, like Norma Ray and Soap Dish I Love, Steel Magnolias, Forrest Gump, just fantastic. But tonight, ladies and gentlemen, Sally Field, you bring us an extraordinary memoir, In Pieces. There it is. It is out now. By the way, how beautiful is that?
Gorgeous.
It's gorgeous. And it's
A little light reading.
well, it's not light reading, but it's a fascinating story, and you know there's so many personal things in here.
Yeah.
And I understand the urge to figure it out in your head and to write it down, but it is weird that then like yobs like me can know it, and you know people will read this and know these things about you.
Yeah. That is.
What compelled you to write it?
Well, when my mother passed away on my 65th birthday, 7 years ago now, I thought that I had done all the things that you have in your head you're supposed to do to have those conversations and resolve whatever you feel is unresolved to this point. And yet when she was gone, I felt so deeply, really, just unsettled, an urgency about it, like there was something wrong, like I had something gangrenous growing on me, and I didn't know what it was, and I couldn't put the pieces together, and I didn't know why I was feeling this way, and that was the beginning of it, and I knew I had to find for myself what this story was, put the pieces together, because I had drug around my entire life, boxes and boxes of memorabilia from my life, for 40 years of letters and in my journals and Lord knows memories, and many times I had never had the courage to read them. I have letters from my father from 35 years ago, 40 years ago, that I kept with me, didn't throw away, but I never wanted to know clearly what was in them because I didn't feel I had the strength to know. So it was only in forcing myself to learn a new craft.
Yeah.
It took 7 years to learn a new craft that I went into these boxes of memorabilia, that I read these letters, and at the same time I would write, oh my God, okay, this is what it says, and I would be shaking and revealing and uncovering this information that I simply needed to know before I could ever move on. I would be 65 the rest of my life until I was dwindling and gone.
Yeah, but the story you tell, on one level it is your career, because that threads your life, but you do, as you say, share these stories, you know, being abused as a child, difficult relationships, your insecurities, and I don't know if you'll agree with this, what I was really struck was how important your work was.
Yeah.
It wasn't just work, that you found personal strength in the characters you played.
Well, it wasn't even that. It was that when I was 12 years old, and I don't know how you guys found your craft or why you even ended up there. When I was 12, I was lucky enough to, in my junior high, I was lucky enough to have a theater arts department. And I was, came from a sort of traumatic kind of childhood, and I had put myself for survival in a sort of fog. But when I stepped on stage, and it wasn't even a stage, it was a classroom with all the chairs and desks pushed aside, I did my first scene, and I was 12 in 7th grade, and it was from Born Yesterday. I couldn't have been more wrong. But it was that some bell rang, and the fog cleared, and something electric, like a spark, happened inside me, and I was alive, and I could hear my own voice. I was purely alive on stage with that young man across from me, and I heard myself speak to myself. And it was the only time it had happened. It was just a flash, and then I went back to not knowing what to do with my hands and my feet. But my whole life long, I have spent, trying to search after those fireflies on the edges of my eyes, which is what led me through my entire life.
Who are you? Who are you? You're a superwoman.
I'm not. You guys are just young. That's all.
Do you give speeches?
I've been here a long time.
Have you given more speeches about this? I mean, because I think it's very powerful what you just said about.
More speeches. I've been on the road with this book for 2 months.
Have you?
All talk out.
Who haven't I talked to? I swear to God, it's like ding dong. You want to buy a book?
All right, gotcha.
I'm flying through this version of it because I want you guys to talk now.
Well, we'll let the guys talk because Rami, we haven't had this before. Kind of high school story, very interesting story. Because you go to high school with your brother?
I did, yes.
But he's your twin brother.
He is my twin brother, yes.
And, like, identical.
Well, we were identical. We were born identical, and somewhere around, I don't know, 18, we started to diverge a little bit. And
But how old are you here, then?
that's a...
Oh, my God.
Oh, my
Oh,
God.
look at young bucks. I think I was 22, maybe?
You look pretty identical there.
Yeah, pretty identical.
It's-
Well, no,
Who's who?
we do not look identical, but
Well,
yes.
to you.
Okay,
To
fair
you.
enough.
Yeah, to the untrained eye.
Yes, all right.
You look quite identical. But now, it sounds like, because some people, you know, they don't like it and da-da-da. But you and your brother, what's his name?
Sammy?
Sammy.
Yes.
You and your brother, you took full advantage.
Oh, yeah, we did.
Oh.
Yes, we did.
Is that right?
What does that mean?
We did. Well, we were bad boys. I see my mom in the audience. I don't know. I don't
That
know
wasn't
how
the story
I
I
picked
was
her out.
looking for.
We helped each other out in certain situations. One time I. Oh, this is going
Keep going, keep going.
wrong.
Keep going.
Okay, I went. He was having trouble at school. He was about to. He was at UCLA.
So you went and took his tests.
Yes, I did.
Oh, no.
Listen to this. He was at UCLA, and he was studying Greek studies as one of his degrees, and he was having trouble passing. He was actually not going to graduate.
And you weren't studying Greek studies, and yet you went in and passed his test?
I'm done. Good night.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
No, it was an acting thing.
No, I was coming back from acting school, and he said, listen, my teacher has offered me the points that I will need to graduate. I just have to deliver a Greek monologue from a Greek tragedy. He said, what are the chances that you know a Greek tragedy? I said, actually, I just did this my final year in school, so yeah, give me a shot. He goes, all right, tomorrow come 12 noon, black shirt, jeans, black shoes, and drew me up a crude map of where to go. He said, you'll pass by financial aid. You're going to meet Eduardo. Eduardo's kids are Luis and Melinda. All of the things, right?
Heck of a package.
Yeah. He goes, you're going to enter the room is 401. Just go sit, it'll be a tiny room. Just find a place to sit. So I get this together. I follow the crude map, say hi to Eduardo, hello to the kids. I go to 401. I open the door, expecting a small classroom. It's an auditorium of this size. And I just find a place to sit, and I wait. The professor calls on me. She says, Ramy Malek, which I usually just look to the left. This time I fell down. And I came down, and I poised my, delivered the monologue.
Yeah.
I started out slow. My heart was pounding. I think, okay, you actually have an audience, right? Seize the moment. Carpe diem.
Carpe diem.
Yeah. And slowly, I'm really starting to appreciate having the audience, and it's working. By the end of it, I get a ton of applause from everybody, right?
Oh, wow.
But then I thought, wait, did I overshoot this? And certainly I did, because the professor looks at me and she goes, come over here, Mr. Malek. Yeah, and she has a skeptical look on her face. And she opens the door and takes me outside, and she goes, when did you learn how to do all of that? I said, it's just a hobby. And she goes, just a hobby, huh? She goes, well, can you stay and do this for my next class? I said, did I get the points to graduate? I said, yes, you very well have. I said, oh, my car's in the red zone, and it's about to get towed, so I gotta go.
And he graduated.
He graduated. We went and celebrated.
Wow.
That lucky wow. He owes me.
His diploma now being revoked.
What was the...
Did I say the name of the school?
What? Yes, UCLA.
Did.
Yes.
What was the Greek what piece were you doing?
Oh, Gidget. It was Oedipus Rex.
Well, there you go.
Yes. You see the correlation
Yes,
here,
I see
don't
what you
you?
did there. You've drawn circles in the
Yes,
air.
I did.
Beautifully done. We head north, ladies and gentlemen, for Chris Pine's latest film. He brings us a slice of Scottish history, playing Robert the Bruce in Outlaw King. It'll begin streaming on Netflix the 9th of November. So why, Robert the Bruce, why was he remembered? Why is he this?
Well, he was the first king of a unified Scotland in the kind of international politics of the time. There were many, many clans, many people hated one another within the country. So to have one person unite all of the disparate Scottish clans against the Crown of England, and with 500 men, he defeated 5,000. He defeated. It's like, you know, I don't know. Puerto Rico trying to go against the, go to war with America. It was like, it's the biggest, most dynamic, most modern army in the world, and Scotland beat them.
Now, Sally Field, do you know anything about Robert the Bruce?
None, nothing.
Okay. Well, now,
Hold on, I need a drink after that.
So, listen, the story was all fresh to me. I watched it kind of as the story unfolds, but I did think to myself, there's one thing I know, there's one scene I'd be looking forward to in this film. Where's the spider? Where's
So this, I know the people backstage told me you were hip.
I was irate. I was irate.
Yeah.
It's a famous spider story?
It's the only famous Robert the Bruce story is him and the spider.
Well,
It's not him.
so there's a story that he finds himself after a battle and he's been defeated. It is very David and Goliath. I mean, the man went against incredible odds and got kicked to the curb, and his army was just absolutely, had their butts kicked until they finally won. And in one of these low moments, he finds himself in a cave, and according to legend, he sees a spider's web and a spider in the web, and as he gets pummeled by rain in this small cave, and as the spider gets hit by rain, the spider keeps on coming back. It's essentially a story about perseverance, and in the face of adversity.
And it was the spider that led him to that feeling of perseverance?
This is
Yes, Sally.
Okay.
Yes, it was. Try again.
Yeah.
Like, it's a high-risk strategy, playing a Scottish hero, doing the Scottish accent, filming in Scotland with Scottish actors.
Yikes.
Like, that's kudos to you.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I figured I would get crucified by some people for it, so I just went full tilt and tried to do it. I had a wonderful dialect coach. We filmed in Scotland entirely.
Oh, great.
And most of the cast was Scottish, so I had a lot of people to, quietly whisper into my ear if they felt I was doing something.
Did you stay doing the Scottish throughout?
I did. I don't consider myself,
Method act.
not in that regard, but just by virtue of the fact that the motor of your mouth is doing it all day, that you find yourself at the pub later on, especially after a couple of drinks, easily floating into that.
Also, you're hanging around with Scottish people, I guess, so it doesn't feel, it's not pretentious and because you're not,
It is, well, no, it's most certainly pretentious, but I had, it's either be pretentious to them or to the 40 million people that will see the film.
You ever find yourself falling back into it randomly?
It's funny, I do. So with it was a great opportunity. So every morning I would wake up, I'd work out, I'd get into the makeup chair, and they'd put this mullet on my head.
Yes, you did.
This mullet on my head, and we would just read Shakespeare for an hour. We just read Shakespeare over, and we went through nearly everything. So I find myself, if I'm casually reading Shakespeare, just that kind of record player will, go back and play, the Scottish accent.
Wow.
So here's Chris Pine. You do the accent, you get the costumes right, the look right. You're in these grueling, conditions in Scotland, filming for months, and then you premiere the film in Toronto, and that's not what got attention, is it?
Oh, dear. What happened?
Yeah, what happened?
Well, so there's a scene in the film where
Naked.
I bear the do the full Monty.
Yes.
And that seemed to
Well, yeah.
seemed to gain a lot of attention.
Is the full Monty the front or the back?
It's
What
both.
is the
Kind of the
full
whole
Monty?
thing, man.
It's both. If you don't like one, you can try the other. It's all in here.
It's all there.
all in
Different
there.
strokes for different folks, as it
No,
were.
but it is incredible. So you do the Toronto International Film Festival, you know, which is posh. You know, it's big and posh. And these are the tweets.
Oh, boy.
These are the tweets from audience members. Chris Pine, full frontal, Outlaw King. That's pretty much my review. Here's another one. This is a PSA that Outlaw King features in the about Chris Pine's booty. A mere appetizer of the frames featuring a soaking wet full frontal nudity. Thankfully, Netflix has a pause button. You forget these things.
There's an even better one that I think is Vanity
And
Fair.
you've read
It's
them?
like, oh yeah, they're effing brutal.
There's one more in here. Day one of Total Down. Until I've been seriously impressed by the performances of newcomers like Chris Pine's pubes and Chris Pine's penis.
Well, there are a lot of intelligent people in the world. No, you know, I guess what struck me most about it is, my wonderful co-star Florence Pugh was.
She's terrific.
I mean, she's a powerhouse. She's already done incredible work, and I'm sure will do more. So she bears everything in the film, and no one talks about it. And I thought to myself, how interesting that. So does no one talk about the fact that she bears everything because it's expected of a woman to do that in film? Or that there's a sense of decorum that one wouldn't say that to a woman about having done that? And yet these pithy comments can be made about me, which I don't care about, but I think there's a more interesting conversation to be had about, well, why is the case that men don't do it, or that it's not expected of a man to do it, or...
It's taken a long time for men to get there.
But I guess the question is that why? It's just kind of it's an interesting double standard. That is it that women are expected to do it and that that's normal, and why is it not then for men?
But the reaction is only because it's taken so long for men to get there. It becomes the novelty, and everybody's like knocked out of the box.
Well, but of course,
because there you are.
again, my question is why? I wonder why.
You wonder why women were expected to be doing it from the get-go.
No, but
men
why?
not?
Yeah, well, why not for men?
Well, that's a big societal issue that we're like having to deal with right now. In every way, we're dealing with.
Yeah, well, that's
and the ramifications thereof.
True. Indeed. I'm just trying to stoke the fire of the conversation.
I think it's good. Stoke it.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, that's all for you.
Many metaphors here.
Talking of playing someone else, Ramy Malek takes on one of the most iconic rock figures of all time, Queen frontman Freddie Mercury in Bohemian Rhapsody. It opens the 24th of October. This slice of the story, it focuses on kind of the rise of Queen, a kind of brief fall, and then that triumphant return at Live Aid.
Yes.
And is it true that was the first stuff you filmed?
The first day was that iconic, possibly, I mean, voted maybe one of the greatest performances of all time.
Yeah.
And we shot that on day one.
Wow.
Yeah. I think it was kind of a baptism by fire, but it was a sink or swim moment where I thought, okay, this is just a test, so if I can't do this, I'm out of here.
But the transformation is extraordinary in here, and a bit like keeping the accent up all the time. Did you keep the teeth in all the time?
Crazy.
Yeah, I had his teeth in because he has a massive overbite, which he never wanted to mess with because he has 4-octave range that he said, I'm not screwing with this at all.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I had these teeth made. I was like you, I enjoyed it so much. I'm not a method actor.
I'm a method actor, so let's stop talking down method actors.
Okay. I have no problem with it. I'm just saying I'm not.
All right,
It's for the purpose of explaining the story.
Okay, fine.
I've worked with method actors that I absolutely adore, and we can go on about that. I'll tell you about this
Yeah, do.
right now.
So you kept your teeth in.
I kept my teeth in because I never get a chance to end every sentence with darling and dear, and Freddie does, and that's quite nice. It's nice being... I'd rather be Freddie Mercury for most of the day than be Ramy Malek. You know what I mean?
No.
I know what you're saying by that, and I appreciate it.
We must mention the title of the film, Bohemian Rhapsody, and it is such an iconic Queen track, as well as that incredibly famous image. You all know the thing. And we thought, because there are 4 of us, and we have studio rights, how hard could it be to recreate this?
How hard?
Well, you two just need to sit where you are.
Great.
You don't need to do that.
Cool.
You need to get in here, just crouch a little bit. Just a tiny
And you
little
have
bit.
wigs and stuff, or what?
Oh, if you want a wig, I've got. I mean, wow, Mr. Have you got wigs? You got wigs?
I'm getting out
Let's
to
play
here.
dress up.
Yeah, you get
fine.
down. Just crouch
I'm
down
sure
there.
we can do this.
Who's who in this?
I'm not really sure.
This is Freddie's in the middle here. Freddie's in the middle. And then,
This is happening.
Okay.
I'm feeling I'm the wrong gender here, but I'll go with it.
No. Do you want a wig? You can have a wig. Okay, pop a wig. You don't need a wig.
I could use a wig.
No,
I
you
mean,
don't want a
we
wig.
could all
No.
use a
You know,
wig.
you'll wreck your hair.
Rami,
Don't.
you want the wig?
I don't want the wig, no. I've been wearing wigs for about 6 months. I'm done with wigs.
Brian May's at the back.
Blonde, you better have a wig.
Yeah.
Well, wait a
Okay.
minute. Then
You
there's no wig.
move that way a little bit.
This is all-
And then you come this way. Okay, here we go. We good now?
No, we're
All right.
not good.
I have
not
to
in
do
any
this,
way.
though.
Okay, you just stare straight ahead at number 7.
Right.
Okay, are we all ready? Are we all
Hi,
in?
7.
And you, are you
Wait a
crossing
minute,
your
where's
arms?
the
Okay.
picture?
Are we singing
Okay,
the
number 7,
song?
we're straight there, straight ahead. Straight ahead? Number 7, right there. See it? Okay, here we go. And change the lighting. Perfect. Beautiful. Incredible.
I just want to stay here for the rest of the evening.
Yeah, don't we all?
Me too, Sally.
Right, time to meet our next guest tonight. He is another double Oscar winner who starred in Zulu, Alfie, The Italian Job, Educating Rita, and the Batman trilogy. Now he's sharing some words of wisdom in his new book. Please welcome Sir Michael Caine. Yes, you do. Come in, sir. Lovely to see you.
Hello, my darling. Such a long time.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. 30 years, huh?
I know. 2 of the worst films ever made.
Yeah.
We made together.
Yeah.
Have a seat, too. Have a seat.
I'm sitting next to you.
Yes, you sit down in there.
Thank you.
There you go.
Oh, evening, all. Hiya. Nice to meet you.
Pleasure.
Oh. So,
Look.
Oh, yes, that's nice.
I forgot my walking stick, and that's what you gave me. I can beat my way out of here.
Have a seat, too.
OK, I'll put it on the floor.
Do. We'll pretend we never saw us.
I trip over it as I go out.
So clearly, you know Sally Field.
Yes, we do know each other
We
very
do.
well,
We do know each other very well.
but we don't talk about what we did together.
No, we don't talk.
Yes. They're not the films that top of either of your CVs.
No.
No. We got together for 2 of the worst films ever made.
Yeah.
We loved
We made
doing
very good money.
Oh, there you go.
He did, I didn't.
Didn't you?
No.
Oh, you would nowadays.
I would?
Yeah, you'd be paid
has?
more than me. Yeah.
I doubt that
Yeah.
sincerely.
Listen, you've got a new book, Blowing the Bloody Doors Off and Other Lessons in Life. And it is the story of your life, but it's taking the lessons you were just talking about, the lessons that
There are some of
actors
those
taught,
in it, yeah.
those lessons, and then applying them to life. Is that fair?
Yeah, what happened was when I got to about 60, I got a script and I sent it back to the producer saying the part's too small, and he sent it back to me saying you weren't supposed to read the lover, you're supposed to read the father. And I thought, hello, it's over. So what I did is I retired and I went to Miami and I bought an apartment and I opened a restaurant and it was very successful. And I wrote my autobiography. You know, it's the finish of my career, and it was called The Elephant to Hollywood because I come from a place in London called the Elephant and Castle. So I wrote The Elephant. And while I was there, Jack Nicholson was also there, and he was living in Miami. And I was writing my book and running my restaurant. And then one day he came to me. We became very good friends. And he came to me and said, I've got a script called Blood and Wine, and there's a very good part in it for you. And so I read it, and I did it. And the lesson to me is that I had thought that it was over for me. But one of the lessons of the book is whenever it is not necessarily really over, because I went on to win an Academy Award for Cider House Rules and made 6 of the best pictures I ever did with Chris Nolan.
Yeah.
And so I had this and I'm still working. I mean, next week I go back to Prague and finish a movie, you know, and I'm 85. I retired at 60.
Good. And I suppose what's interesting what's interesting is it's only kind of in looking back that you find these things out. Like, even the title of this book, Blowing the Bloody Doors Off, I mean, that's, nearly 50 years ago.
It's a movie called The Italian Job, and I was playing... I had this other man... And my criminal... We were criminals, and we were stealing from money out of a van. And I had this man with the explosive expert, and he was blowing the doors off so we could get in and get the money. And he blew the thing up into smithereens. And I turned to him and I said, "You're only supposed to blow the bloody doors off."
Hey!
And then when I went to America and I came back, and then everybody kept saying to me, "You're only supposed..." Every time they saw me, they said, "You're only supposed to blow the bloody doors off." And this saying caught on and caught on. So I thought I'd use it for the title.
Yeah. And I like the way things like, you know, you didn't really know you were being taught to act, but when you were a kid, your mom was teaching you to act.
My first acting lesson, we came from very poor people, and she used to stand behind the door and use me when the bailiffs came. And I was about 3 years old, and she'd open the door and I'd go, "Mum's out." She'd slam the door. That was my first acting.
Very good.
I remembered all the lines.
And the other thing I like about this book, obviously you talk about all your successes, you know, like the Batman trilogy and Alfie and then the Icarus Files, all those things. But you spend just as much time talking about the films that didn't do quite so well.
We only did two of mine. I did about 30.
But you do talk about, like, that you don't regret any of those films. You learned something from everything.
No, I learned things. I mean, one of the worst films I did was called The Swarm.
I remember it. I paid to see that.
Yeah. I'll give you the money after.
Thanks.
And The Swarm, and I'd just gone to Hollywood. I'd done Alfie, and Shirley MacLaine had seen me, and she was a big star, and she had a choice of leading man, and she brought me from England, and I was in Hollywood, you know, and I made a picture with her called Gambit, which was a success. And then they offered me a film with Henry Fonda and Jose Ferrer, Olivia de Havilland, and Fred McMurray. And I thought, bloody hell, this is fantastic. And they said, "Will you do it?" I didn't even read the script. I said, "Yeah, I'll do it." And it was The Swarm. and the first inkling we got of how bad it was is we got this special situation where all the ceiling was swarmed with bees. And me and Henry Fonda were doing a scene underneath it. And as we were doing it, we saw these little black specks on our shirts, you know, and we looked up, and the bees were on it. I didn't know it at the time, but the first review was it.
The book begins with a wonderful image of you, you know, say this young man from Elephant and Castle, and you're at the Beverly Hills Hotel, and you see this helicopter.
Oh, yeah. What happened is that Shirley brought me to Hollywood to do Gambit, but her thing she was doing overran, and I was a week on my own in Hollywood, and I'd never been to America. And I was a week on my own, and they put me in a luxurious suite in the Beverly Hills Hotel. And then nobody ever talked to me or phoned to me. I didn't know anybody. I was just in this luxury hotel, I'm ordering caviar and champagne, all on my own for a week. And in the daytime, I used to go down to the lobby and sit in the corner to see if I could see any stars.
Oh.
Yeah, and one day, a helicopter landed and all the flowers went up and the beds outside, up in the air, and in walked John Wayne in a complete cowboy hat. Just like that, look. Just like that. And he was registering in the Beverly Hills Hotel, and he looked up and he saw me in the corner. And he said to me, "What's your name, kid?" I said, "Michael Caine." He said, "You in that movie, Alfie?" I said, "Yes." I saw that. He said, "You're going to be a star, kid." I said, "Oh, thank you, sir." And he said, "But let me give you some advice." He said, "Talk low, talk slow, and don't say too effing much." And I had on suede shoes. And he said to me, "Have you got them?" Yeah. He said, "Never wear suede shoes, kid."
Uh-oh. There you go.
So So I said, what? He said, never wear suede shoes. So I said, why? He said, because I just told you, you're going to be a star, kid. He said, and you're going to be in a gent's toilet taking a pee. He said, and the guy next to you is going to be taking a pee. He's going to look and he's going, Michael Caine. He said, and then he's going to pee all over your shoes.
So Michael Caine, everybody.
Really good. You like
Yeah,
it?
really good. It's music time. Her debut album made her a global star with songs like Tilted and It hitting #1 around the world. Now this French pop trailblazer is back, performing her new single, $5. It is Christine and the Queens. Come on over, dude. Oh, that was stunning. Thank you so much. It was beautiful, beautiful. We'll meet everybody. Rami, Chris, Sally, Michael Caine.
Hello, my favourite. Wonderful.
You're on my iPad.
No, have a seat. Yes, we just discovered Sir Michael Caine, big fan.
We have.
I've got her on my iPad. Every
see if
time
I
I get
can.
miserable, I played it. The last song you sang on Jules Holland.
Oh, yeah.
You don't need that anymore.
We don't need that.
Oh, I don't? Okay.
No, you
There you
don't.
go. Yeah, you get.
You've been
I'm
so
done
used to
singing.
it.
Yes.
Yeah, so that song is off the current album, Chris, which is out now. And now, is it fair to say, so, like, this is you. You did everything on this album. You kind of controlled, like, yeah.
Yeah.
More than before?
A bit more than before, yeah. I produced it completely this time, so, which means I made all the music and how it sounds is exactly how I wanted it to be this time. I think I just needed to take that leap of faith for the second album. It was just a way also to prove to myself that probably, you know, I could do it. And it feels satisfying for that. It's really personal. This is why also it's a really intimate album. And this is why it's called Chris, actually, because Chris is like it's like my nickname, so I'm kind of pulling you a bit closer to who I am.
Oh, okay. And you're one of those rare artists where, you know, you listen to the records and you enjoy it, but visually, the performance just adds layer and layer upon it. Like, so, is that all you, or other people involved in the staging and things?
This time I'm collaborating.
Oh,
I
check
know.
you out.
I'm collaborating with a French collective called La Horde, The Horde, for the dancing, because I did want to work on the dancing is such a huge part of my...
Michael was waiting for you to. He kept saying, "She's going to move more. She's going to move more. You watch. She's going to move more."
Is she moving? She's not moving. On that track, it's true that I'm kind of like the center of a
Yeah.
ring, but I'm not
Yeah.
moving myself. But because I kind of wanted to work the space and the dance differently on that record, and sometimes it's not like a classic pop routine, but it has to... I'm searching for emotions, but a bit differently also. And so this time it was a collaboration with this collective that works on more contemporary dancing, but loves pop music also, so it's kind of like the perfect meeting point.
Yeah, thank you so much. Christine and the Queens, everybody. That's nearly it. But before we go, just time for a quick visit to the big red chair. Is there someone in the rig? Oh, there is. Hello, what's your name?
Hi, I'm Corinne.
Corinne. And where are you from, Corinne?
I'm from Northern Ireland.
Northern Ireland. You've lost the accent. I said she's lost the accent. Have you been over here long?
I've been in London for a long time, yeah.
Since you were a baby?
Since I was 18.
OK, off you go with the story.
Well, my story is about a trip to New York. I was going with a girlfriend, and we were very excited. It was our first time there. And we check into our hotel. My girlfriend's checking in at the desk, and I'm standing in the foyer. And I'm noticing that the staff at the desk keep looking over at me and smiling and giving me a little wave. And I think, well, you know, this is really nice, very friendly. Porter comes across, carries our bags, takes us up to the room. He's chatting away the whole way, very, very friendly. And I'm thinking, gosh, he's really going for a big tip here. We get to the room, he puts the key in the door, he looks at me, and I swear he was contemplating carrying me over the threshold. But anyway, we go in, and I'm rummaging around thinking, gosh, you know, how much do we tip him? He's so nice. And I go to hand him some money, and he goes, oh, no, really, I insist. It's totally my pleasure. And I was thinking, well, this isn't what we normally expect. And he said, no, I'm your biggest fan, Miss Field.
You can walk, Kareem. Go and walk. Walk. Wow. I immediately want to know, is that what happens when you go to hotels?
No! Not in any way.
A sedan chair.
No one. As a matter of fact, I usually have to say, do you think I could have a little better room? I'd really like to have a window that opens.
Hang out with Kareem. One more? Let's do another one. Okay, here we go. Hello, sir.
Hello, how you
Hi.
doing?
What's your name?
Damien,
Damien. And where are you from, Damien?
from Fareham.
Fareham. In somewhere. What do you do in Fareham, Damien?
I'm an oak frame building designer.
He's an oak frame building designer.
They're good.
They're excellent. You can't go wrong. You can't go wrong, Michael.
I've seen them.
Off you go with your story, Damien.
So I used to do Irish dancing competitively when I was younger. believe it or not.
Competitively?
Yeah.
The only way you can do it.
Back then, before Riverdance, we used to wear kilts, all the boys. We didn't wear trousers. So I was at a competition one weekend and obviously trying to negotiate the kilt, which was quite difficult as a boy.
Yes.
So I get on stage, kind of rushed on stage because I was running a bit late. So start dancing. Feel full of energy. I'm jumping all over the place. I'm kicking my legs high, and I'm looking out, and I can see the adjudicator, and she's literally fixated on me out of all three on the lineup. And I think, great, okay, this is going well. The crowd, they're doing the same. So it kind of spurs me on. So I'm kicking my legs higher and jumping as high as I can. So it gets to the end of the dance, bow. Come off stage, people in the crowd are still staring, which I thought was a bit strange at this point. So I start walking towards my mother, who's in the corner, and as I do, she's got a hand clenched really tight. So I get closer and I said, all excitedly, Mum, did you see? And she said, yes, I saw, everyone saw. Like that. And she opens her hand slowly, and it was my underpants.
It looks like that. Well done, everyone. If you'd like to join us on the show and have a go in the red chair, you can contact us via our website at this very address. That is it for tonight. Please say a huge thank you to all my guests. Christine the Queen. Ramy Malek. Chris Pine. Sally Field. And to Michael Caine. Woo. Join me next week with the hot icon Rick Astley and a stellar acting lineup. Melissa McCarthy, Jude Law, Eddie Redmayne and Emma Stone. I'll see you then. Good night, everybody. Bye-bye.